Shalom Akim. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Raquah Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect, and Shalom to the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who today are known as the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the true Israelites of the Bible. Now, in today's lesson, I want to go ahead and get into the parable of the hidden treasure and pearl. This is recorded in Matthew 13 and 44. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a treasure hid in a field, that which when a man hath found, he hideth, and for joy thereof goeth and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchantman seeking goodly pearls, who, when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had, and bought it. Now, in this parable, the Most High Son, the Messiah, Yahweh Shai, was explaining to the Hebrews that were gathered around him what the kingdom of heaven was going to be like. Now, there's a big misconception of what heaven actually is. Now, heaven, as it's wrongfully explained in these churches, is that it's up in the sky amongst the clouds, and that there's little baby angels flying all around, and once you're there, you're going to be given a harp, a white gown, and a pair of wings with a little halo on the top. That's false. Those are blasphemies of the church. The truth of heaven is that it's going to be here on earth. And what it ultimately means is a different state of the status quo on the earth. Basically, the wicked who currently rule this world are no longer going to be in power, and the righteous of this world, who currently are the people on the bottom, are going to be set on high and are going to be the rulers of this world. And in doing so, they're going to set things forth righteously, and everybody's going to have a great experience living here on earth. There's not going to be any more wanting. Now, it's not going to be heaven for everybody. Ultimately, when the second coming of the Messiah comes, there's going to be a lot of death, and ultimately the other 17 nations of this world are going to go into slavery, right? And this is because they're going to be building up the kingdom for the Israelites and for the Lord himself, right? This world is going to be destroyed. Now, there's still going to be remnants left, but ultimately the unholy and bad parts are going to be torn down if they haven't already been, and they're going to be rebuilt in the righteous ways, and obviously with the technology that the Lord's going to bring with him. This also is going to bring abundance, technology out of this world, literally, and for the 16 nations that are going to continue to exist past the 1,000 years, they're going to be allowed to go back into their own lands and live peacefully in their lands, serving the Israelites, who are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Now, after that 1,000 years, the Edomites, who today are known as the Caucasian race, the people who have destroyed this world, they're going to be extinct. They're no longer going to exist. That Neanderthal DNA is going to be wiped out. Now, let me get some scriptures to back this. This is Isaiah 60 and 10. It says, "And the sons of strangers," strangers being the other 17 nations, because there's currently 18 nations in this world. So, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day or night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. For the nations of the kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish, yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Now, in the kingdom, when you realize what it entails for us Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, it's ultimate rulership with the Lord. We're going to be kings and priests of this world. And we're going to be showing the rest of this world how to live. With that's going to come immense power, wealth, respect, and honor. Right? Now these are real things of substance, not like what you have in this kingdom, right? In this kingdom, to make it big, you basically get a pocket full of FRNs, Federal Reserve notes. There's basically just debt. You don't own anything. You just basically get a bunch of stored credit to play in Esau's kingdom, right? But what happens? You go raise a family, but some of your kids are gonna grow up being abominable, turning out gay or lesbian. You're gonna have to worry about your kids, having predators, go after them. You have to worry about what lies they're being told, the indoctrination that the system tries to put on them. And when you have something to say in this kingdom, if you are given all this power, you if you're not pushing the status quo narrative, you get shut down, and then you start finding out how little that supposed power that the wicked elite have given you really counts for. Now, like I said again, everybody's starting to see this now as Esau's kingdom's crumbling. You got bridges falling down in Florida. You got them being kicked out of South Africa, and so forth. It's only going to get worse from this point. But people are starting to see this, and pretty soon they're going to start going away from Esau. And people are noticing that once they sell out, they've seen the stories. You have all these famous people make it big, and then they get coked out, they get depressed. And why is that? Because everything in this world ultimately is vanity, and it's emptiness, like King Solomon said, right? In this kingdom that's to come, which shall be forever, you realize what it is that what's actually waiting for you. You have all the glory here on earth, plus we're finally going to be able to go into space and explore the stars. That's why this parable says, once you find out the truth of this kingdom, it's like a treasure that you find, and you give everything up for it, right? Because again, once you find out what you're striving for, nothing in this world matters. You basically wake up from this rat race. You start realizing all these things you were striving for, these fancy cars that you pay to get fixed up, lowered, get these rims on, right? That in 5-7 years they end up just being old, scratched up, dinged. It's worthless, right? That all this hard work that you get just so that way you could get a really nice big house, ultimately you start realizing that everything you get in this kingdom, in this world, it's foolishness, man. There's nothing here, right? Well, at least those that are awoke, or at least paying attention, they realize that. All these other 2/3 who are walking zombies, they're still out there chasing the dream, right? Thinking that their piece of the pie is just over the corner. They just got to work a little harder, find a little hustle that's gonna let them be rich, like Jay-Z or some of these other sellouts. But ultimately, that's what the kingdom to come holds. It's the true happiness. It's this world that everybody now is striving for, right? The whole everybody coming together, peace, no war. Everybody's being taken care of. You don't have people dying of famine when there's food being just thrown away in other places. Not having to become bankrupt just because you get sick. Having to worry about not having a job, watching over your family. That ain't going to happen in the kingdom, right? Because when the righteous rule, it tells you, it says in Proverbs 29:2, it tells you, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. For when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And that's what's going on right now. The people are mourning, right? But in the kingdom, the righteous are going to rule. And you're not going to have crazy ass things going on like they are now. People trying to choose their gender, trying to cause that confusion on people. Food's not going to be poisoned. The air is going to be clean. Animals aren't going to be slaughtered for no reason. Right? Things are going to be done righteously. And this is the treasure found in the field, the pearl of goodly value. That once you find out its true value, you appreciate it even more, and it makes the current treasures of this current world we're living in be revealed for the trash that it is, and how empty it is. So hopefully I was able to shed some light on that parable, Akim. Till next time. Shalom.